Hey everyone, welcome to a Mandela Matrix update. We're just going to cover a couple of recent stories in the Mandela effect community. So, this first, I'm here with my wife June.
Hi everyone.
So, this first story is about the Michelangelo's Horn Moses. So, there's a channel, EXTOL YESHUA Always, posted a video on the Michelangelo Horn Moses. But not only is there a statue with the horns that I never knew about, there's also a reference to it in the Bible.
What?
So,
Are you serious?
yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a note of that and look that up in my Bible.
Okay, so she found a bunch of other references to different statues too. The regular one is in the Church of San Pietro in Rome, and then there's another one. There's a drawing in the St. Andrew's Church in West Hall in England. A horn. That's not a good picture of it right there.
What is that on
This
his
one,
head?
Horn Moses painting.
Okay, so this was taken apparently from an art student. She found this? Okay.
Yeah.
And you said there's a reference to it in the Bible?
And there's another one in the Vilnius Cathedral with horns in Lithuania. And now, yeah, she also found it in one of the Bible translations has horns. So this is the DRA translation, which is or DRB translation, the Douay Rheims Bible. So it says his face was horned from the conversation of the Lord, right? It's the DRB. It's down here. It says the radiant face of Moses, but he knew not that his face was horned from the conversation of the Lord.
Why would the Lord change him into a horned man?
Right, like the word horned is supposed to be like radiant or.
No, it makes it seem like it's a devil.
That's what they're saying, that the Latin word that comes with can mean horned and it can mean radiant or something like that.
Because I don't remember Moses having horns. I mean, we watched the old movie with Charlton Heston. That comes out every Easter on TV.
Right.
The Ten Commandments. So
the King James version still has not changed.
Wow, I bet you it
says Moses, it's shone, his skin of his face shone while he talked with them. It's completely different.
It'll probably change. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Moses wist not that the skin. Now, I don't remember wist.
What does wist mean?
Wist not that this is supposed to be King James?
Wist not?
Wist not? Okay, that's something new.
I'm going to have to write these down.
I don't remember. Why do they not say knew not like the other one
What does wist mean, though? In the
Wist? Let's see what it means.
I've never heard of that word, wist.
Definition of wist.
Well, what context is it in?
Archaic. No.
No?
It means no. So he didn't know that the skin of his face, shine the skin of his face. I don't know what that. Shone while he talked.
Well, yeah, but I think he got white. His hair turned, right? It says it in the Bible that he.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing the face of God, right?
Right, and then there's another. Looks like a misspelling, veil.
Veil?
The AIL.
He took the veil off. Veil of what?
He had put a veil on his face to hide his face while he was talking to the people so they wouldn't be afraid.
Because his hair turned white? I have to really look up that.
Search for VAIL, you're going to get Vail, Colorado, you know. Dictionary, under the definition. Okay. Archaic, take off or lower as a token of respect. That's a verb. Take off one's hat.
He wasn't wearing a hat, though. He just went up like that.
It's supposed to be a noun, though. No, he put one on. No, it comes up as a verb, not as a noun. Whereas veil, V-E-I-L, is a noun, covering or transparent material.
Yeah, so that's what I thought.
A misspelling, it should be V-E-I-L, right?
That's what a lot of people who are studying the Bible are realizing now. That the nouns and verbs are not sounding right, and they're not in the right context of the
Right.
word or the sentence.
So there was another misspelling that I found. There's the word astonish. That's everyone knows what that is.
Okay, yeah,
It's
of
all over the
course.
Bible.
Yes.
All astonished, astonishment. Okay. There's like another version of that word in here as well. Astonied.
What? What is astonied?
Sat down astonied.
That doesn't.
I sat astonied until
I don't
evening
understand.
sacrifice.
Astonied? I don't think I've ever. Did you ever?
Astonied is a synonym for astonished. It says here, but why would they use astonished in some places and astonied in another?
Yeah.
Especially since this word astonied comes from Middle English in the 1300s.
Okay.
And the word astonished comes from the 15th century, the 1600s. No, the 16th century.
Okay.
So it was. They knew about astonished by the time the King James Bible was written. So they have. This is correct. All the astonished is in here. But then all this, why would they put a different version of the same word? It means exactly the same.
But again, a lot of people who are discovering these differences are saying that it doesn't sound correct when you're reading it.
It doesn't sound correct.
So.
Yeah, shall be astonied.
It doesn't make sense.
I've never even heard of this word before this week.
I've never heard of that.
Never heard that in the Bible either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next thing is Moneybag73 posted a video today about the horned Moses.
Okay.
He's saying it's not a Mandela effect.
Really?
Because he had a video from back in 2014 where he mentioned the horned statue of Moses.
What?
So he remembers it for the last few years.
Was he studying art or something? What?
It was part of one of his videos. I'm not sure. He was talking about it. He had some videos on religion, and I think so.
What does his channel talk about? This Moneybags guy.
Lately, it's been Mandela effect. Right?
Okay. So
okay, everybody.
The Mandela effect. So he's got all these Mandela effects.
All right.
Is
he a gamer?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So, all right.
So
he's
he
doing
covered
that.
F.A.O. Schwartz and Lucy. You got some explaining to do, right? That didn't exist either, by the way.
All right, we'll have to get into that.
So he says it's not a Mandela effect because he's known about this horn statue for years. Right?
Okay.
Apparently, it's supposed to be a famous statue. I have never heard of it.
I haven't either,
Yeah.
but it's interesting how it's
possible,
depicted differently in the Bible that
the statue existed, but only in one translation of the Bible did that word horned come through.
Okay.
So, like, why would Michelangelo? I guess they said it was part of the Vulgate translation, a Latin translation of the Bible, but it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Horned anyway. So yeah, it could have existed, but so that's why he's saying it's not a real Mandela effect. So, but it's possible that people's memories have been changed too. So maybe he remembers it.
It could be.
He doesn't even know it's been changed. His memory's been changed too, along with it. It's possible.
It could be. I don't know.
So, all right. So that's the horned Moses controversy going on.
All right.
So the other thing was there was a post on 4chan from some guy called Agent Zero SFR, who was posting anonymously. Now 4chan is a board where you can post anonymous messages. So apparently they say that like a lot of hackers and like government agents post here because it's like so they can't be tracked. It's anonymous. And he's saying, I'm looking for other members of the Guardian Project. I need lock confirmation on the nature of the 3 abbreviations and the Mandela effect phenomena. Please respond if you have lock confirmed the source of the Mandela effect by the 3-letter code. If you are correct, my lock key is Eisenhower. Please respond with affirmative confirmation, but obey the classification level and only confirm via lock match on Eisenhower. So he's looking for other agents that are supposed to be out there confirming what's causing the Mandela effect.
What's causing it?
Yeah, it's like if this guy works for the government, then he's like an agent who's in charge of, like they're trying to fix it or something.
So they are now seeing it on their end. The government's end is now.
Yeah, like my double confirmation, and he's in his double confirmation code. He's looking for a code, and he's looking out there because this one of three protocol, something happened that leads him to believe that there's someone out there that has a message for him, I guess. King Midas completion, he's noticing. There's
What
this
does that
government
mean?
agency called the OPRP. I'm not sure who they are. And then there's some anonymous people responding, but they're not real agents.
But how do you know that?
He's looking. Oh no, it's like can't get key
But
confirmation by September 7th. He has to wait for this key code creation.
all right, I have a question now.
Yeah.
How do you know this is not some hacker or somebody posing as a supposed agent and this is all just phony? How do you know that this is true?
We don't know, really. We don't. But it's just interesting to see
All right.
this stuff come up. And then he's asking for codes. He knows that some people are coming back with codes.
Where are they? What
but they're not
are these codes?
the real codes. So like it's some government thing, a key code. So he knows that they're the real people or whatever. And then it's saying, okay, has the Guardian project really switched over to public message boards? Like, why are they posting? Why would a government project be on?
So what is this Guardian project?
I'm not sure what it is. We open broadcast anywhere that won't be on a permanent trace. The Swordfish Accords on Eisenhower Code cannot be along standard routes of information contact. So that's why they post on here. Apparently, and he also mentions there's a fifth dimension AI that's after them. And that's why they're on here, because it's like not predictable. It won't predict where they're going to post or something like that. So
we're really living
apparently
in the
there's
Matrix.
this agency that's working on the Mandela effect. And he said that CERN is not a part of his department's operations, but they're a tool that his department uses to achieve this Midas completion, whatever they're really talking about. But I think they're saying that they're trying to fix the timeline. So why are the constellations changed so drastically? This guy's asking.
I think that once it's fixed, how can they put it back?
Like, come based on Midas iteration. If you're not from OPRP, I guess you're someone who really wants to know the reason that keeps happening. You can't tell them. But he's alluding to Agent Smith and Neo, like Matrix, right? So, and then he says that he didn't get his confirmed code on time, so he has to wait now until January.
Why?
So that like the next phase or whatever, like it can happen. But the funny thing is January. Oh yeah. He also mentions if you're just a random guy on the internet, spend your time trying to join Cicada or something, and that ties in with January 1st. He's gonna begin key code generation on January 1st. See you next year. Keep an eye out for blue starting in January of next year. So this has something to do with Project Cicada.
What is that?
Project Cicada 3301 is nobody knows what this mysterious online puzzle is, but it started a few years ago.
Okay.
Every January they post a clue that has a hidden message in it, and they challenge people to figure out all their puzzles. And if they can find someone who can solve all the puzzles, then that person can join their organization for whatever it is that they're doing. So like they found a 60-page book of runes at the end of 2014, and nobody's been able to decipher it yet. Lessons, instructions, and it's some undecipherable book that nobody's cracked the code of yet. So it's something to do. It could be so. Cicada 3301 could have something to do with the Mandela effect. Maybe they're looking for people to help them out. So these runes are like Norse runes. They're like, you know, when you see the movie Thor.
Yes.
That's what it looks like to me. So that was one of the interesting hints or whatever clues, maybe about the cause of the Mandela effect. And then there was another post from a scientist. Says the collective is looking for me. They say I've been causing the Mandela effect. They say I've been hiding. I haven't been hiding. I'm not causing it. I've only been fighting it.
How is he fighting it?
I don't know. You're not going to stop me from keeping my memories. I'll make sure the others will keep theirs. They are lying to us. We all died that day.
What?
And then something with Jeremy. Now Jeremy ties into the Bible where Jeremiah is being called Jeremy in a lot of
Yes.
places. All of a sudden, nobody noticed Jeremy before.
Yes.
So that
I've
could
heard
be
that.
something to do with that. Now, the We All Died That Day. They said that there's this Project Pegasus that they jumped to a few different times in 1984, the 2000s, and the 90s. They tried to stop 9/11 by blending the different timelines. It didn't work, and apparently the whole world exploded or whatever. Everybody died that day, and they pulled your memories into the server.
I don't believe that.
Right? So
That
saying that we're in a
sounds
different,
really far out there.
They
Come
pulled
on.
us into like the Matrix, right?
No, I don't believe
That's
that.
what this guy is saying.
I don't believe that. But who knows if they actually did try to stop 9/11, because if you do a lot of research on it, there's a lot of theory. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of theories where certain people, they got messages beforehand not to show up on that date. There was people who were dressed in like workers get up, like painters or whatever, and they went up above and below the floors. And I don't know. There apparently people saw them, but they weren't in the timesheet or whatever.
Right.
So who knows what they were doing, but I don't know. It's just stuff that I had done research on.
So this Everyone Died That Day thing actually relates to a theory in quantum physics called quantum immortality.
Really?
Where the theory is if you die, like there's multiple universes for every decision you make.
Of course,
it splits
I've
the
heard
universe.
about that. Yeah.
But this theory is if you die, then your consciousness goes and merges with the consciousness of another universe where you're still alive. Where that didn't happen, you didn't die, then you're still alive in another universe. And then that explains why things seem to have changed for some people, because they're from another timeline. Right? And they don't even know. Like there could have been a nuclear war in the original timeline. Millions of people died. Ended up in this new timeline because of quantum immortality.
Do you believe that?
I don't know. You never know.
But, okay, how could it happen? Because if we're sitting at our desk doing our day-to-day stuff or whatever, do you automatically get like a shift change in your mind? Or
you don't even know the difference.
you wouldn't know? Or is it like when you sleep?
You wouldn't know.
And then you wake up because you're refreshed.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. It could have happened during your sleep.
I think things happen when you're sleeping because your body, you fall asleep, you're relaxed, you're resetting everything in your body. That's probably when things happen. I don't think when you're consciously awake.
It's possible.
That's what I'm thinking, but I haven't studied it. I don't know. It's just what I don't know.
So those are the two interesting issues I found recently on the
So
internet that's coming up.
Will you keep an eye on this?
We'll keep an eye on it,
keep
and we'll
updated?
update it if anything new happens with this story.
What about other listeners if they want to research this themselves? Do you have an address that they could go to?
I'm going to put the links to these pages
this is
down below.
pretty interesting.
And if you guys have any more information about this, let us know, and we'll look into it.
Or if you have any questions and you want us to look into something, we're more than happy to do that because we're on this journey with you. So
until next time, hit like, subscribe, and comment down below, and let us know.
And share.
Any issues you have with the Mandela effect, anything you've noticed, let us know. And I'll cover it.
And don't forget, share with your friends, and let's spread this news, and let's try to work together to solve this, or to figure out what's going on, or to reach other people and wake them up from this Mandela matrix that we're in, right, guys? So till next time, be safe and keep out of the matrix.
Yeah.